Okay, we're back. Okay, so I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to remove stucco. And I'm going to go get that concrete. Not that one, the other one. That one. To me, that looks more like brushed sidewalk. Oh yeah, I like that much better. Okay, but as always, we're going to need to add our map scaler. Probably should use UVW first. Okay, so we need to make an adjustment to that. Map scaler, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in here and see what. Looks like it was making it too big. I need to scale it down. Yeah, it's a little too big. So we'll start with about 70%. Okay, I must not have put the map scaler on the right thing. Oh, I only put it on that one. Okay. Now it's not going to let me do it to all of them because I didn't do it to begin with. Alright, so I'm just going to delete it. Because I want this thing to be uniform. I want them to all look the same. So I'm going to hold all control to get all three boxes. There we go. Okay. Now, UVW map. And map scaler. Okay. And I'm going to scale that down again. Let's get a little bit closer. Oh, not that much. Let's try that. That'll work for now. Maybe good. Just enough to get that texture on the curb. Can't really see it a lot from here, but when we move into the scene, because I'm going to show you how to animate your camera into this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to find some buildings. And you should probably go around taking pictures of buildings, standing directly in front as much as possible. It's going to be hard unless you're elevated. Like if you can go take a picture of a building from a second story window, you're going to get a better shot, but it's hard to do that. So you want to, with your phones, because you have very wide angle lenses on your phones, if you have a selfie stick and hold that over your head, it should help do just the same thing because you have such a wide angle lens. You can take pictures of buildings. But what you can also do is, we don't need to be seamless because we're not going to seam them. So I just put in building texture map, and there are all kinds of building faces that you can get that you can put on buildings. And there used to be some really great older ones that were, I don't see them right now. I use all the time. Could make it look like we're in Italy. There should be a whole lot more on here. Where'd they go? They're like these old shops. Which is why I did a small straight corner like I did. Kind of like these kind of buildings. Well, just Google it, and there was a ton of them that used to come up. Alright, let's type seam. Let's see if that reduces it. Okay, that helps a little bit, doesn't it? So we don't really need seamless. We just need a face. do this? I'm going to try facade, which means face. Let's see if that doesn't. I don't know what happened to all the ones I used to go get. Alright, let's just try storefront, because that's another term that well, it could work. It's kind of what the look we're going for, little general stores. Now they need to be flat, like things like this. Like, see, this would be great. So you get stuff like that, just the side of a building. I'm just going to go ahead and save that one. And then usually when you find something like that, you can find others that are similar. That one's kind of small. That's nice, but you see all this stuff in front means it won't work. I wish this was the whole building. That would work. That would be great. So you want the whole building. It's just showing us parts of the building. Let me just try store. Well, okay, that didn't work at all, did it? Okay, that's definitely not what we want. All right, let's try. Well, my buildings are too big for this, but that's exactly what you want. You see where you see the whole building? All right, let's try architecture. Or. Okay, well that was... Well, I don't know what happened to them. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is find them and come back so you don't have to sit here and watch me search for what I'm looking for. There used to be a ton of them. All you had to do is type in building. Except I don't want any building. I want... Yeah, that, see, this would, things like this would be great. Just has a tree in front of it. Stuff like this is great too. See, a lot of these would work. They just don't have doors on them. I was just looking for a front of a building that had a door. This is kind of more the stuff that we're looking for. See, this is great. But it doesn't have the Doesn't have the door. This is what, ooh, that's beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Looks like something in Europe. Looks like Antonio Gaudi's work. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm going to get caught up in the architecture here. And all right, I'm going to stop here and do some looking. Usually, it used to be I just could type in building facade and get a whole bunch of really cool old buildings and town-like buildings that we could use. And for some reason, they're either gone or just got to go further down the rabbit hole. But let me find them, and we'll continue in the next video.